Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Musa.
Welcome into Old School.
We need to handle this for a couple minutes. We need to let DP Musa for a little bit.
Happy Wednesday. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Join us in our conversations today, 402-464-5685, and on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter on the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. Jay Foreman, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Chilling like a villain. Just we had the Steve Sipple-isms.
How did that did you figure out why he said brother?
That means it's just not in his normal dialogue. He was also
DP talks about
he was awful aggressive with it.
DP talks about uncomfortable movement. That was just uncomfortable dialogue. You could just tell.
He just spit it out like he threw up.
The way he was saying it, his tongue moved in a weird way.
Yeah.
He was not prepared to say that.
Yeah.
But it came out, and I laughed pretty hard while I was driving.
Right. You make you crash.
It was dangerous.
Right,
tears in my eyes.
Right.
What happened?
Yeah.
What was going on? Luckily, I was just in the parking lot.
It was like cold wind. You know, when your wind gets cold, makes you teary-eyed and you can't see. That's what happens when you hear Sipple have any type of words come out of his mouth that might resemble Ebonics. Brother. But it was angry. It was angry.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I did hear like the little bit of Hulk Hogan.
Hogan, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah. He's an interesting character. I won't say he's the most interesting man in the world like the Dos Equis commercials, but he's definitely probably one of the most interesting individuals in Lincoln.
Is he one of the most interested Lincoln media?
He's got to be.
He's up there.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's so good at his job.
Probably.
Yeah.
Gets into spaces.
Right.
Does some
thinks a lot different. That's what I think a lot of people that write, have to get into a certain mindset. Just like any people that make music, they can hear one little sound and then they can go and make a platinum hit just off of a beat. So, something, the neurons or whatever fire a little bit different in his brain.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen.
But I got a question for both of you. Draymond Green had a press conference the other day, and did you hear what he said?
No.
He was talking about the guys in the 80s and the 90s who talk about how physical the game used to be, and how the ones that are talking the most are the ones who were the ones getting bullied. He's like, you guys weren't the ones who were bullying people. You weren't the physical ones. You were the ones getting bullied. He's like, there were a few people back then who were extremely physical, and the game was physical, but the people who talk the most are the ones who were getting bullied. I don't know why, like
Barkley and Shaq, like they were doing the bullying.
No, they were doing the bullying, but I don't know. This is what from Draymond.
It was
like Kenny Smith,
like James Worthy and
but James Worthy's quote was the best. I mean, it literally is the truth. It was the funniest thing ever. He's like, what he said, it was 100% true. Guys coming out then had Dean Smith as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about, when Kareem came out, he had obviously his coach, and then John Wooden, obviously, and then he did reference Isaiah Thomas, who had Bobby Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So when they showed up, they had fundamentals. So they were farther along coming into the game and knew how to play the right way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously always then being superior athletes. Versus, he said, now these guys, all they do is work on threes, lift weights, and send out tweets. And that is 100% true.
Draymond said that he's like, back then you had to be more physical. Now you have to be more skilled.
No.
He's like, not everybody's shooting like Steph Curry, but that's what we want to talk about.
But that's the way the game has been. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer in this. The The game was way more physical back then. It was a better, in my opinion, a better version of basketball. And I heard JJ Redick talk about the amount of possessions and the strain. Like, dude, shut up. Okay, shut up. Just stop talking like 20 extra possessions is the reason why, Kyrie takes off 45 games a year. That's just a personal choice. And they have way better modern medicine. You guys don't practice as hard. Your travel schedule is set up a lot easier for you guys to be well rested. And you guys aren't as dedicated to your sport. I can give you, as everybody else. So it's all you're just a byproduct of the circumstances. And I do feel like this. These guys that are playing right now, when you're an athlete, would have adapted to how they would have had to play in the 90s or when it was more physical. The guys that were in the 90s would have adapted to how they had to play right now. So it all would have worked itself out. So look, I mean, it's just the way basketball's played. It's what sells, and that's the way the NBA wanted. They didn't want any more, 88 to 80, Eastern Conference, Western Conference championships. And it used to be a drastic difference in basketball from the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference. Because then, back then you had Seattle Supersonics, Phoenix Suns, San Antonio Spurs were all getting up and down. Denver, it was the kind of run and gun versus when you played the Eastern Conference, it's more kind of like a bully ball. So it's just different. And in this playoffs for the most part has been a lot more physical. In theory, they're more skillful, but they play. It's just like saying players these days that play football or more skillful, but it's based on you can be more aggressive in the passing game because you're not going to get your head taken off by Chuck Cecil. I mean, if you if I go to hit,
you can't. I mean, the rules have been applied
right,
to the games
for the offense.
Because that's what sells tickets,
right? But see, but then here, let's take it
like Mel Blount changed the way you could play
bump and run.
You could play bump and run
right.
To having a 6'5"
so
corner,
then, right?
Just throw receivers around,
right? So just imagine. Just whether Art Monk, Ricky Sanders, and them playing in this wide open. Just okay, let's take even somebody that started at the tail end of when you could really be physical. A Randy Moss at his prime, with his speed, his skill set, and then the amount of pass interference that they call. I mean, it would be just you would never be out of a game because you would throw it deep and it would be a pass interference because there's nobody out there that could do it like him. And then for the college game, right? So say Rico is a slot receiver, and I'm 6'3". Rico's just say 5'11", 5. Just say
awesome.
you're Wandell, right? And you're coming across the middle.
So my height.
So as my aiming point is at his MLB sign, that's legal. Rico decides to curl down, and I accidentally my shoulder hits Rico's face mask or his headgear. I'm out of the game. Versus when I played college football, it's my forehead underneath your chin. Whatever happens. So then,
because they paid you off for being in place.
Well, that's
like
that's
you defensively getting your head under his chin meant that you put in work,
right? But see, here's the thing. Now the rules have changed, so now you can run. When I first got in the NFL, there were certain teams that you ran a bang 8, which and that's a passing route for you people out there. Don't be getting at 8:36 and 26 seconds. Thinking something. A bang 8 is a skinny post. There's certain teams that you ran a skinny post against, and there's certain teams that was out of the passing tree, and those plays were done.
You did not do that
based on who, Joey Browners, the John Lynches, the Chuck Cecils, the Waters from Philadelphia. I'm talking about guys that weren't just going to hit you hard, that you're going to be out.
They were going to take you out of the game,
right? Ronnie Lotz and all that. Now they can run those routes. Now they can run crossing routes. I mean, I remember hearing the story about Brian Cox, and he was talking about when he played for the Dolphins, and Wayne Corbett ran a skinny, crossing route. Wayne Corbett was out. Like literally, that's what the Patriots did to beat the St. Louis Rams. They were literally trying to just mug Marshall Faulk coming out of the backfield and any type of things across in the middle. And they had Ty Law and Otis Smith just mean mugging the receivers. So the game has changed, and I do respect Draymond in the sense of, you're in the NBA Finals, you're tired of hearing about it, but you also have to not downplay it because there is some truth to it. Like the way that they, are able to play, the amount of steps that they're able to take. Some guys are able to take some steps.
Would
not.
Draymond be Draymond if he had to face
No.
Ben Wallace,
Nope.
Charles Oakley?
Draymond would be one of those guys, but he wouldn't be booting off at the mouth like that.
Right.
If he
Right.
played,
Well, he said
Draymond,
somebody-
Charles Oakley,
Lambeer.
It was kind of insinuated
None of
like that kind of question was part of it, or he was just answering it. And he's like, it's different because back then, if you drop somebody, you got fined $2. Now, if I drop somebody, I get fined $1 million.
No, here's the difference. Draymond's not dropping anybody back then because if you, okay, just say for instance, say the Golden State Warriors,
like Antonio Davis and Dale Davis would have thrown Draymond
Antonio
into
McDyess.
the seventh.
it's not
row.
even. I mean, Kevin. I mean, it's not even. Say Draymond got in the mix up like he with Michael Jordan, like he did Jaylen Brown. Okay, just say that. Just say he
Yeah.
Charles Oakley's going to come see him, and it's not going to. And this isn't going to be. I'm Oakley, DP's Draymond, and you're the ref, and you break it up. It's not ending there.
Mm-mm.
Charles Oakley's going to be waiting right in your locker room, and then what Charles Oakley's going to do, he's going to ask everybody in the locker room to politely leave. And if they don't, then he's going to handle all them later, and then him and Draymond are going to go at it, and it's going to be serious. And then every time that Charles Oakley sees Draymond on or off the court,
It's on site.
they're fighting. It's not only that. Rick Mahorn, Bill Lambier, Dennis Rodman. And don't think Karl Malone won't dice you up. The way he split Isaiah Thomas open to the white meat, he split Isaiah Thomas open to the white. He still, every time I see Isaiah Thomas,
You look right there. Like
you just all he needs to put is mailman right here. Okay, so and that's not Terry Cummings, Buck Williams. Don't think Jerome Kersey, Clyde Drexler, Akeem Olajuwon, Otis. I mean, you can go on and on. Kevin McHale. And listen here. Robert Parrish. He was quick.
I would have paid money to see Dennis Rodman against Draymond. Dennis Rodman would have just game over. Like Draymond would have just put on his warm-ups and had a seat.
Yeah. Because Dennis Rodman would just
Dennis Rodman different.
Yeah. And he's
in many ways.
And he's 6'9".
Well, he's
6'9". And then Dennis Rodman, here's what people don't realize about Dennis. He actually had offensive skills, but he actually enjoyed defense and rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing.
He had it down to a science.
And where the
I
best
love the
way,
video. Click this way, click and go this way.
He said he had one of his best friends that couldn't shoot a lick of basket.
Yeah.
It's like so that I could time it off of there.
I just think
that's why you always keep friends that can't shoot.
Right?
That
you always want to be the smartest or best basketball player in the room, right?
Well, you could go through and you could put Steph Curry's athleticism because we undervalue his athleticism.
It's no different than
but you would have put him against Joe Dumars, right?
Right.
Like,
I mean, people don't realize like there's a Michael Jordan highlight of Jordan when they played against Reggie Miller. He's D'ing up Reggie Miller, and he's coming around on picks when they're setting hard picks, and he's D'ing you up for 48 minutes. It's a different ball.
And he's also dropping 38.
And he's dropping 38.
Kevin Garnett told a story. He said the first time he met Michael Jordan, and he goes, the first thing that Garnett went, he goes, man, that dude had arms. He goes, we didn't have guys who had biceps and triceps like Jordan
and deltoids
did.
And stuff like
right?
that.
He said, wait a minute. He goes, Jordan was thick. He goes, that's the part you missed.
Right.
Is that Jordan could move you.
Yeah, and you don't realize how big Michael Jordan is until you meet him. He's a big, everything. Big hands. He's big. It's no different than when I remember when people come up talking about, when Nebraska played, I guess when I played, and could we play now because supposedly the athletes are better and all that. If you look at the number, they're really not. They're just deeper and they can do the underwear Olympics. It's no different. The
body types are different, but the skill sets aren't better.
You just play. You play. You can't fault Magic and them for playing with Kareem and Patrick Ewing and all them, and then you can't fault Draymond and them playing with Steph and them because of the rules. Now you can kind of try to draw some comparisons, but people, it's people that are very small minded that try to always say, what worked then won't work now. What's working now then won't work then.
Well, I'm old enough to remember when people complained that the NBA was too slow.
Yeah.
Like it was too constricted. It was too planned, orchestrated.
Right.
And they said, no, what we wanted, this is when Dr. J came along and you go, wait a minute, what is going on here? Magic comes along.
Now then it was street ball.
Right. Then
Then it was street ball.
There's
Then it
no
became-
fundamentals.
right.
Yeah.
Through all the stuff. So we understand, like we
It's
get
cyclical.
it. Let the game evolve. It evolves, and you go, well, I don't like this version of it. Say you don't like basketball, it's silly to me. Like, okay, it's just athletic. It's just athletes being athletes. But the same thing for football. People go, well, I don't like the game because it's so heavily weighted against defenders that it's not fair. It's not even fair to have defensive backs try to defend the best athletes on the planet in open space 50 yards wide and 100 yards long.
It's not
Like,
fair, and it's always been like that. The teams that really, really embrace it and really get into the devil in the details seem to play defense. And yes, does it always work its way out most of the time? What really hurts the game is if the refs, if we're coming in on a Monday, a Tuesday after Monday night game, Friday after a Thursday night game, Sunday morning after a college games, and we're talking about the refs. That's really the problem, because if you understand what the rules are meant for and where the game is going, you can make a call like within the first 3.5 quarters that's not going to affect the game. But if you're controlling the game by your whistle, then that's when it really does hurt
but the other
game.
part of it is that and it's so basic to me, and I ask this question all the time. If the athletes have gotten faster, bigger, stronger, how are the officials supposed to keep up with them? We don't have the best athletes running alongside of the best athletes.
That's
so you can't
sometimes
be
you do.
you can't be
Every once in a while you see
just because they got big arms don't mean they're good athletes.
every once in
right?
a while you see a ref running with a wide receiver and you're like, wait a minute.
but
Yeah,
that's
that's pretty
one.
impressive.
But you're not asking them to change direction.
No.
You're not asking them to plant his foot on the dime and get
No.
horizontal. They're not doing that.
Well, the problem, and this is just my opinion, I think, and this is just a blanket, I think fundamentals and the details are glossed over.
Mm-hmm.
So the football, in essence, isn't as good. So it's a lot of high risk, high reward. Teams are going to try to out athlete you and just kind of know that they're going to eventually get a call or make a play. And you see it. I mean, that's just the way. Again, that's the way it's evolved. That doesn't mean that these kids that are playing now can't play with good fundamentals and technique. It's just not taught for them from youth football to high school, and in some cases to college. And then when they get in the pros, you're essentially, if you don't have that basis of foundation, then that's where you're at. And so the guys that, I mean, if you look, and I always talk about Cam Newton, right? Cam Newton, when he came in the league at 6'5", 245, 4.5 flat, it's a stupid athlete, a defensive end playing quarterback. He might have been 255. Could get away with throwing with his feet literally this close together because he had such a superior arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, for whatever reason, they compared him to Blaine Gabbert and tried to say his arm wasn't good. If you watch his first game against Arizona, he had plenty of arm strength, and he continued to have it, but he didn't have the fundamentals. So when his arm strength and shoulder problems happened, he wasn't able to continue along being as dominant as a passer, right? And that's no different. I'll out-athlete you for 8 years, but eventually Father Time waits for nobody, and he is not missed. Some guys know how to keep him away or be friends with Father Time to kind of keep him at bay.
Well, to not take hits, to
take hits
be
and have
fundamentally
fundamentals,
sound,
right?
yeah, all
So
that
then
stuff.
now when you need your legs to kind of provide that oomph in your passes, now you don't have it because you never had the fundamentals for so long. So that's just the difference in the game. Yeah, they do run a lot of play, supposedly a lot more plays, but they don't run them effectively because the penalties are up. So yeah, it's great if you run 100 plays, but you just ran 38 plays that
didn't matter.
So now we're back to 60 plays. So then that's when you see teams back. I always remember when I would always watch when Vic Fangio was at Stanford and Harbaugh, when they would play Oregon, right? Styles make fights. Stanford would come out with the smart guys. Probably, they started to get guys drafted, but when they first got there, it was, Andrew Luck and just a couple guys on defense, right? But they would be very technically sound, physical, and they would kind of shorten the game down, shorten the field, get you in between the hashes. Now we got to start playing football. At the end of the day, you got to play football.
Yeah,
it's about running, blocking, tackling, penalties, and all that. Just doing the stuff and staying out of your own way.
If you get your possessions limited and you're not running plays at a fundamental level, that means that more of your players are going to have penalties. You're going to have less plays.
Your deficiency rating or your
efficiency rating
go down, and that's what they try to do. And it's no different than basketball. You saw it remember what was the team with Hank Get Loyola Marymount, right?
Yes.
So you'd watch them. I always watch them late at night. They'd be scoring 140. You wake up the next morning, they won 148-100. Well, then they get in the NCAA tournament. Next thing you know, they losing 80-62. Well, these dudes are biting back. So it's just all. I mean, really, it comes down to adjustments. And Draymond is going to be Draymond. I do remember Lance Stevenson kind of being that guy, kind of blowing in LeBron's ear. And the Miami Heat had Pittman, and he was from Texas, a backup, maybe the third team center, power forward. Well, Lance Stevenson came to the hole, right? He got that forearm pork chop, and you never heard about Lance Stevenson messing with LeBron after that. Miami Heat goes on to the championship. What's done is done. Was that worth it for Pittman? Yeah, he got suspended for a game, but he got 2 rings out of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and this is what Draymond, this is one thing I always respect about Draymond, is he's going to make you and see if you're going to do something that you really don't want to do in your heart. And it seemed like he punked everybody the other day. Debo King.
We see it.
He's doing something.
We see it.
He can't play tight end worth a lick, but
hey.
I'll take Strick over him at tight end.
Hey, it works, man. It works. All right, we'll throw the break. When we come back, Rico will tell us what's up.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at freedmanlaw.com today.
WWE returns with the Lincoln debut of Monday Night Raw, June 20th at Pinnacle Bank Arena. You'll see the return of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. He'll go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins.
You're on.
Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair.
WEST.
Randy Orton and Riddle.
RK Bro.
Becky Lynch and more. Tickets start at $20. Get yours now at Ticketmaster.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancene.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
Please enjoy these next few moments of relaxation from Scott and Greg at Mendoza Family Insurance. If you would like to feel this relaxed about your home, auto, business, life, or commercial property insurance, please give Scott or Greg a call today at Mendoza Family Insurance.
Yo, it's the captain, Rashawn Jackson. Join me this Wednesday at Wingstop at 28th and Pine Lake Road from 11 to 2 for your Husker sports talk and, most importantly, wings. That's Wednesday at Wingstop at 28th and Pine Lake, the official sponsor of the Captain. Order wings ahead at wingstop.com. See you there.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office.
Swing for the fences with single game tickets to see Lincoln's best lineup on and off the diamond. The Salt Dog season is stacked with reasons to spend your summer at Haymarket Park. Get a free general admission ticket when you donate 3 non-perishable food items on Triple Play Tuesdays. Eat $2 Fairbury brand dogs on Wiener Wednesdays. Score drink specials on Thirsty Thursdays. Then win your weekend with Firework Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, and Sunday Family Fun Days presented by Casey's. Get tickets at saltdogs.com.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life, the bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You joined because you were not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Back to Old School with DP&J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Welcome back. Old School on 93.7 The Ticket. It's time for the best segment in radio history. Best segment in radio universe.
It better be a good one today.
I think we've used all of them. Therefore, it's time to go back to the one that started it all.
This dude here.
Woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Telephone rang and you wanna chat? Well, sit on down and tell me what up with that. Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? He said, she said, we said, me said, what up with that? Who knew, you knew, said what, who do, what up with that? What up with that?
Finish strong.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Get yours on, Rico. What's up?
The Denver Broncos have been sold, or at least an agreement for them being sold has been met.
Yeah, you need to take that. No questions asked.
$4.65 billion.
By who?
The Walter Penner Family Ownership Group. If
So it's
anybody's
Walmart.
wondering about that, the Walmart heir, Rob Walton. There you go. Walmart.
Next? What's next? Like, what does this mean?
The Denver Broncos at Walmart
That means
Highfield.
That means
Like, who's going to games at Walmart Field?
oh,
What are they going to add?
they're
What's
gonna
Walmart going to add?
They're gonna
Are they
add
gonna move? Are they gonna move the Broncos to Arkansas?
no, they're gonna put a super duper Walmart within
In the stadium.
In the stadium?
On site.
Like on site.
The stadium is a Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart's just gonna enclose the whole stadium.
Right?
Welcome to Walmart Field in Mile High Stadium.
Right? Like, what? This is not going to go.
This is gonna be weird.
Right?
Well,
I saw somebody.
The only thing that they could do.
Does that mean they'll have Walmart prices for beer?
That's what I was about to say. They're gonna they're gonna have that cheap beer that gives you a stomach ache.
Yeah.
You're gonna bitter beer face.
Right.
Somebody said that it was a Broncos fan that was like, "Well, I've always considered the Broncos the Walmart of the NFL."
Well, stretch pants and
They're gonna bring back Zubas,
halter tops.
Oh, there you go, some Bronco Zubas.
They'll be fine. I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine. The biggest thing of ownership is who you surround yourself with in ownership.
Is every
we see that
Walmart
in Houston? We see it down with the Panthers.
Yeah,
that's so. The one thing that always, and this is from talking to the Wilfs, and they came from Home Depot, or they obviously made a ton of money in the family in Home Depot, knowing Mike Lynn, Red McCombs, who was certifiable redneck, car sales guy. I've talked to Jerry Richardson before, talked to different owners. They talk about who you have around you, and Jerry Richardson said this, and this is always kind of see how this guy does. You can't run a football franchise like your business. Now you can have the principles, right? Your foundation of it, but this is not Walmart. This is not Bojangles. This is not Home Depot. It's different because you're dealing with people, and you gotta, and the guy that you're gonna have as your GM or your president or whatever are better at this than you, ideally. And what helped Jerry Richardson for his whole tenure is that he played football. Not everybody can play football and go on and
he had McCormick there,
right?
Another
but
football player,
right? But he played the game, so
looking up.
And when you think of these guys, and you think of Pittsburgh, right? They know how to deal with people. They develop people.
Well, the Rudy family, they're connected. They're aware. There's so much to talk about.
Is every Walmart going to have Denver Broncos gear now?
I would imagine so.
You're going to be in Arkansas. It's going to be. I mean,
it'll be fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Lots to talk about coming up 9:00 hour Old School. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Yo, it's the captain, Rashawn Jackson. Join me this Wednesday at Wingstop at 28th and Pine Lake Road from 11 to 2 for your Husker sports talk and, most importantly, wings. That's Wednesday at Wingstop at 28th and Pine Lake, the official sponsor of the captain. Order wings ahead at wingstop.com. See you there.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancene.com. Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen. Meat is the absolute best Father's Day gift ever. And here's a little gift-giving wisdom from Omaha Steaks. Dads do indeed want steaks. And with Father's Day around the corner, there is not a better gift than Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com and type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package. For just $99, this limited time package includes 16 mouth-watering entrees he's guaranteed to love, like smoky, tender bacon wrap filet mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, and their air-chilled boneless chicken breast. And for a sweet finish, delicious caramel apple tartlets. As a special gift, my listeners, when you type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package, you'll also get 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com and type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package. You'll get 16 entrees and 4 desserts plus 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. That's omahasteaks.com. keyword Jake.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
WWE returns with the Lincoln debut of Monday Night Raw, June 20th at Pinnacle Bank Arena. You'll see the return of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. He'll go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins.
You're on.
Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair.
WEST.
Randy Orton and Riddle.
RK Bro.
Becky Lynch, and more. Tickets start at $20. Get yours now at Ticketmaster.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to hour 2 of Old School right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Old School, sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling, sports, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Join us in our conversations today. 402-464-5685, Honda of Lincoln hotline, starter Heyman text line, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Leave a comment. Throw it up on the screen. Everybody will read it. So be nice. Or don't. I'll still throw it up on the screen if it's appropriate. And everybody can make fun of you.
A reminder of a couple of things. So we do have an adjustment to the DP with BP with DP. Here's what we were informed yesterday. We're actually going to do batting practice with the team for the game.
Oh.
So 3 to 4 o'clock, the last Friday
of every month. Not this Friday.
No,
that's right.
2 Fridays.
Right. So there's that.
So if you hit a home run, are you gonna home run trot?
Oh, I am not allowed to swing a bat.
Yeah, Becky won't let him.
What about you?
I'm not going to hit a home run. I'll be lucky if I get it out of the infield.
How's the sign up for the grill off or the cook off?
We have a couple. That's the other thing. So jump on theticketfm.com. The form is there. Just click it and say, hey, we're coming. Canopy Street Market is dropping off burgers, hot dogs, bacon, buns.
So they're providing all the meats.
Well, other meats like just
unless you have special meats you want to
unless
bring.
you have the meat you want to bring. You trust.
So
your
they
own.
just got to bring the grill.
Yeah.
Well, like grillers, just come hang out.
If I bring a piece of meat, will somebody grill it for me?
Yeah. That's going to be the thing. I was kind of thinking that myself. Was that I was going to.
I was like, if I bring something,
If I bring the meat and then just have somebody.
Here.
But then who do you?
And
You
people
gotta-
and they're going to be cooking at 6.
6 in the morning.
They'd have burgers
6
for
in the
breakfast.
morning.
No.
Bacon burger dog, man.
It's a
The legendary
I was,
bacon
thinking
burger
if I, could,
Cosby.
I was just thinking if I could bring a grill over here.
Yeah.
If I does
But I'd
anybody
to
have
get
like
here
a
at like 5.
does anybody have like a griddle like one of the Blackstone
I do.
top griddles? If I bring
Yeah.
some eggs, can we
Yeah.
make it like a breakfast
We're
burger?
gonna
Don't
make a
look at me
party
like
out
that,
of it.
Mark.
We're gonna make a party out of it. We're gonna make a
Need
party.
somebody
out of
with a pickup.
it. All right, we'll make a party.
Get it
out
over,
of it.
bring it over here.
Right.
Okay.
Culligan's gonna bring you water, so we'll have that taken
Yeah,
care
yeah.
of.
We don't want you out
Maybe
here
we'll
getting
get,
This
stay hydrated.
it's not a tailgate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hydrated.
but it could be.
Some of you have failed to give your projections for the week for the football season. Because
I saw him out there. I seen him out there on the big board.
Right,
You write yours on there?
This is how.
No,
this-
I just saw it just today.
This is how it's going to work now. So everybody makes their prediction, and we put it on your text line
I'm
name.
going 12-0.
On your text line name, we're going to put it in there, and then we will track it
12-0.
throughout the season. Right. So if you have not texted in what you think the Huskers football record will be next season,
Do
do
it.
so.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna ask
Like
you.
Pork Chop, we don't have yours. Thomas, Thomas is not says 9-3. Willie says 8-4. Claytonia John, we don't have. There we
There you
go.
She sees cheese. Hey Jay,
Kevin
if they go
Southwest
14
Lincoln, we don't have it.
If they go 14-0, will you eat one chip?
If what now?
If Nebraska goes 14-0,
If
I'll do the one chip.
If Nebraska goes
I'll do the one
14-0, I'll eat a one chip, and I'll eat every damn wing, all 10 wings.
See?
Yeah, more brave
Fair.
than I am.
So Sanderson says 10-2. CC says 8-4.
She sees cheese. That is a tongue twister.
That
So
is
what?
right
So what
now.
do you get if you win? Just kudos?
Well, we'll track it because here's the thing: if they get it right, we'll be able to identify. Because all we got to do is look at the text line.
And you can change it up until fall camp starts.
No,
Right.
what about the people inside the ticket? What do you get?
I think the lunch of your choice.
You get bragging. You get bragging rights.
The person with the worst has, just bragging rights.
You get bragging
Well,
rights.
but the meal of your choice, though.
Yeah, and that.
The meal
Yeah.
of your choice. I'll buy.
What-
I'll
what
buy
do you- what do
whoever
you-
wins.
what-
Whoever wins, I'll buy
what-
the meal of their choice.
Would
Is
you
that-
would you predict Rico?
5-7.
Mark, 5-7. DP.
I have not.
DP doesn't predict.
Here, let me go check real quick.
DP doesn't predict. So I asked him. I asked him a very simple question because it can range from a lot of. I said, do they make a bowl game? Yes or no? Because that could be 5 wins with really good academics,
Right.
all the way up to 14 wins.
Right.
So
Right. Somebody we don't have yours.
can we just get that from you?
Ryan from Nashville, Corey and Lincoln, Ted, Kenton,
About a trip to
Lincoln,
Cabo.
Jake, Rubber Duck. We don't have yours. Come on, folks. Come on, people.
Come on,
those
ladies and
predictions.
gentlemen.
Give those predictions because
PC Sanderson says a trip to Sanderson. If you're paying,
Sip says
no,
hold on.
I'm talking about the wins in the building.
Jake said 6-6. Sip said 7-5. VJ 9-3.
Box said 6-6. Both of
Nathan
the Jakes.
Nathan did 5-7, I think.
No, Nathan has a winning record. I think
7-5?
he's 8. I think he's 8 or 9 wins.
No,
No.
the only 9 wins was VJ.
Okay.
Aaron
No,
says
there's another.
8-4.
No.
It is VJ.
He
I just looked.
Nathan's along with VJ. They're both 9-3
So
because
Aaron
he's
says
drinking the
8-4.
Kool-Aid with him.
Well, it was just like taking
Unless
the
you changed
temperature.
it. Did he change it?
Taking
Okay.
taking the temperature of the folks in the room, right? That
I'm going 10-2.
Jay's going to you in 10-2? 10-2? Is that you? Now remember but you can change it
Up until fall camp
up
starts.
until fall camp starts because then once you
I
start
go
hearing
back
the
and forth
stories-
between 9-3, 10-2, but I only team that like I don't see anybody on this schedule that we can't beat. Now, granted, is obviously you go 3-9 to 10-2. Let me do this.
And
right
so
quick.
then we also landed because Rico said that
He asked me about the one chip, and I said, if he's like, if they go 14-0, will you eat the one chip? And I said, they better go 13-1 because I'm not touching that chip again.
He said they could be in the national championship game, and he would rather them lose in the national championship game.
I'm not
than
eating
to have
that chip.
to eat that chip.
I'm not
again.
eating that chip. I'm not doing it.
Oh, this is. I'm looking at this right now. It's not even about Kool-Aid for me. I am hyped right now. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I mean.
But Jay,
right here is just got
the schedule looks
This right here is going to be epic.
But Jay, the schedule looks easy, but you think about the Big Ten
I
West
know,
teams.
I know it.
Scott Frost doesn't have a winning record against
I know
any of
everybody
them.
going to bite back.
Claytonia Johnson
I
is
am
10
going
2.
10.
We
I'm
dropped
going 10.
the last 2 games. He says you're only going to lose the
Oh,
last 2 games.
you go 10-0. That would be
if
painful.
you go 10-0 and you like Iowa. You like Iowa be undefeated, go and lose in the Big Ten, and then you just then Christian McCaffrey just went bonkers on you in the Rose Bowl.
Like everybody would be so happy. They'd be like, "We're 10-0. Yes, this is great." And then you lose to
this place
going into the bowl game. You just be like, "Man, what just happened?"
Oh, that would be magnificent.
You could be 10-2. Here's the funny thing.
Upset.
But Joe said they're going to lose the first 3.
Oh yeah, Joe said I have it on here. Joe said they lose the first 3. Scott Frost gets fired. Mark Whipple takes over. They go 9-0.
I want whatever Joe smokes. Because whoever Joe is, he's smoking some good stuff. He got some homegrown.
Right? Like
I'm gonna tell you this: you could have 2 fans, right, and just bring them in and just say the team's gonna go 10-2. They both would be happy, like, oh, this is great. It's better than 9-3. You've more than flipped the record from last year. You get 10-2. One of those fans, if you go 10 wins and lose the final 2, out of those 2 guys, and so it's every 50%, would be calling in here after Black Friday, because that's when they usually would play, right?
Yeah, Iowa.
And all weekend, and be talking about firing the coach.
You're not wrong.
But
there are going to be people that with 9 wins are going to say.
But at this point in time, every single fan would be ecstatic for 10-2.
Well,
it would be,
or you would have those guys like, oh, well, you only beat, say, Purdue by 8, so that they would find ways to knock it down.
Well, I'm telling you, you go 10-0, you lose the last 2, everybody's going to be ecstatic, and then you're going to have that group of fans that's just like, you lost the last 2. I can't believe it.
It's no different than you start out the season slow and then you end on a hot streak. Then you always the last memory is the lasting memory. But you'd be in a bowl game. I mean, look, at the end of the day, there's not a time, and this is me. It is not a time that Nebraska gets on their buses that they should be fearing or that they're at a disadvantage. I just don't think it, and that's not drinking Kool-Aid.
So what is
that's
the
not,
number?
That's not.
What is the number of wins that the fire the coach conversation stops?
Once you get to
absolutely stops. I mean, for everybody, what's the number?
Oh, well, we don't make those decisions.
Doing it again next year.
Yeah, it's probably 2.
2 years. That's when it stops for everyone. But if you go 10-2 this year, and then the year after you go 5-7,
well, what gets him off the hot seat?
Well, it gets him off the hot seat.
He won 6-7 games.
Off the hot seat.
Yeah, but 7, there are going to be people. I guarantee you that they win 7 games. There will be people asking for them to get rid of him.
Off the hot seat and onto the slightly warm plate.
Everybody's going to always put. There's people talking about Nick Saban's past this time. He just won.
He's always.
So the fans are just. The word fans is short for fanatic. They're just crazy. So really, you win 6-7 games, he's fine. Now, what people are going to want is that you double it up. So if you win, and it's not doubling the same win total, can you say I think Nebraska is going to win 9-10 games. Okay, or just say between 8 and 10 games. They want to see, can you double another good season? They don't want you to go from, say, 8 to 10 wins, so whatever it is, 8, 9, 10 wins, ideally, and then you go back to win 4,
and then you win 4 or 5. Yeah. But that's
really where it's at, and people you're never gonna make anybody happy. It's just like when Bo Pelini was here. If you could take this state and slice it right in half. It was 50% Bo Pelini, 50% not Bo Pelini. And there's people still up here that have an affinity for Bill Callahan. there's people that have affinity in a weird way for Mike Riley and the stuff he's done. So I just think, at the end of the day, if they go out there, you got to get the wins, and definitely, 6 above 6, you're fine.
I think,
but I think they're going to win more than that. I think they're going to win more than that.
I think once you get to 8, he's off the hot seat and just on the warm seat. But then you like you said, if you double it up and you do it again next year, then.
But at the end of the day, if you're winning football games and you're playing good football and you're progressing in the things that you were really, really deficient at, you're not feeling a hot seat because you're thinking, because you're not. I don't think any coach that I'm not speaking for anybody. Let's make that clear. But I know competitors, right? It's like once you get to the NFL, it's like, you're not saying, oh, my job is done. Okay, I'm here. Let me, I want to prove myself. I've figured out a way to be successful. Say like you have a good second half of your rookie season or your second year. Well, the question is, can you do it again? Yeah, I can. Then I'm going to show you, actually, I can do what I did before and better. And then I'm going to add something else to my game. So that's where it's at. I think if you sit up there and worry about wins and losses, I mean, obviously you got to worry about wins and losses. If you're worried about what everybody thinks, whether you need to be on the hot seat or not, it's taken away from what you are paid to do and what you do best. And that's coach football, build a football program, so forth and so on. Yes, obviously we got to win football games. Nobody is sitting there thinking, we got to go 3-9. You're not showing up at fall camp and say, hey man, we worked our tails off all through fall or all through spring ball. We hit the transfer portal hard. We improved our coaching staff, from last year to this year. Added some coaches and recruiting guys. Even up here recently. Yeah. But we did all that just to win 3 games. Ready? You ready to go out here and go in 2 days and practice for 2.5 hours?
You win your first 3 games and that's it.
We're going to win the first game. We're going to take 4 games off. We're going to win 1. And you know what? We're just going to get lucky and win a last-second field goal against the last game of the season, and we're going to go 3-9.
All right.
You ready?
Break.
That's not how it works.
So, just for grins and giggles.
That's tongue-in-cheek, but yeah.
Just for grins and giggles. So yesterday we asked the question, what would fans do? What would they be willing to do to guarantee Nebraska a 14-0 season?
See, that y'all wrong, because I know you seen the Yankee fan that did that.
That's why we were talking about it.
Yo, that might have been.
That's how we got to it.
That's how we got to it. Like, what would you,
if he ain't if
he's not separated, if he hasn't moved out.
Were they married?
I don't know.
I think they were just dating.
No, they were more in dating. Was it your fiance?
No,
they didn't say.
No,
they were just dating.
That relationship should be over. Whatever.
By the time I get to 3rd Street, because they were on 5th Street.
Yeah.
By the time I get to 3rd Street,
you're single.
The dinner plans that we had and the nice little nice knowing you. I'll go to this baseball game. You go ahead and clean your stuff out of our apartment. Good night. God bless. Because she leaned back like this, like, because my ex-boyfriend was back.
Yeah.
Like,
she had to get the last one in.
Lean back with it.
What I would have done right there was like, give me your phone. Give me your phone. I need to do 2 things. First of all, I need to text your ex. Tell him come get you. Second of all, I need to block my number in your phone.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, I would have said, all right, let's go get something. Let's go to the coffee shop over here. I got to get me something. Let's sit down and have a coffee. I would act like I got to the bathroom and get me an Uber and I'm out.
We didn't have nothing to talk about. Like, give me your phone and show me what.
She thought it was so funny. She said, we're going to go fight.
Like, whatever.
That's not cute.
Whatever.
Yeah, you ain't funny.
That's not cute.
You're joke.
And whatever number he's in under, because he ain't in under his name.
Taco Bell.
Right?
Why is Taco Bell calling you at 3 in the morning?
First of all, he is not in, right? Because like when y'all went got wine, but you said it was Tiffany instead of Tom, right? But whatever it is, I'm cool with. Whatever name you got under, cool. Text him and say, come get me. And then I'm going to go through the phone and I'm going to find my name and I'm going to block it so you can never, ever, 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 ever reach me again.
No, you got to delete it. Nobody remembers numbers anymore.
Well, block and delete.
What do you think, like, his homeboy said?
Oh, he got humbled, man. His phone blew up.
You have to be single, because if you're not single, if you're going to homeboys, you can't take that.
Well,
you just lost all types of streets.
Sanderson, I'll post that clip on my on my Twitter so you can see it.
Because I could just imagine
It's
some of my
just-
friends seeing that and then me going back to them and they're just like, "So you single? Oh, you still with her?"
Well, no, because if they had said,
What
like,
would you do, Rico? Okay, what
Oh,
would
Rachel
what-
would- Rachel
okay, no,
would-
I'm not asking. I'm not going to ask that because we've already beat that to the pulp.
No, you see the look on his face, right? You see the look on his face right now.
We are
Like-
happily married.
Rico, what would you do or be willing to do to guarantee Nebraska 14-0?
So there's a list.
I said there's a lot of things I would do,
Somebody
and there's probably a larger list of things I wouldn't do.
Okay, so just tell me one thing you would do.
What was on
So
there?
they asked. So the text line asked Rico.
There's
if
a
he
lot of
would-
man bits talk.
Yeah, like they were interested in shaving Rico's man bits or
Man bits, what's that?
his man
My
pieces.
privites.
What?
The text line was
Because there was
obsessed
a
with him.
guy
I
that
don't know why.
said there's a guy that said that he would, for a 14-0 record, he would let he would put his man pieces in a vice and let his ex
tighten them.
That's how bad he wanted Nebraska to win a national championship.
Damn.
You're
a pain freak.
You know, but they wanted Rico to shave the middle of his head, but keep like the bozo parts.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
But he has to keep it for like
3 months.
3 months.
I can do it.
He has to shave
don't
his
care.
body. They want to shave his body parts.
They're like, shave all the hair off your body. I was like, okay, I don't have like, look at my arms. This is like, okay, whatever. I'm fine with that.
The one dude said
They was going
he said-
streaking.
Dude said, I give up left or right.
Yeah, he said I donate a testicle.
And we were like, which
For them
like,
to go
do you have
14-0.
one that you like less than the other one? This is how you would do it. So yeah, there's lots to it. I'll post that, because it's
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The one
Okay, I gotta get what I actually said in
No,
here.
no.
Somebody said no. I will mute you. Somebody said, would you take a point blank shot from the Wiener Schlinger?
What's that?
The hot dog
the
cannon
hot dog
thing?
cannon.
And I was like, yeah, I do it, but I don't want to get hit in the chest because that would hurt. I want to get hit in the face because that would hurt. I was
Jay.
like, just right on like the hip, right on the butt cheek. Like you take a baseball, you want to get hit right there, right on all that, because it doesn't hurt as much. You get hit in the back, it hurts. You get hit in the ribs, it hurts. So you get hit right there, you're good. And all they heard was shoot me in the butt with a hot dog.
Oh, Rico.
I specifically said in the side.
My young Rican
I
brother.
said in the side.
Jay,
all I
I made sure I was.
Yep.
I made sure I
My
was
young
specific
Rico.
when I said it.
Me and downward dog. He downward dog. My young Rico.
I was specific. I said on the side. I did not say right. Just hit me and yeah.
Hey Rico, I got a question.
What's up?
When you ran track, did you ever have a guy? This is totally different. Did you ever have a guy on your track team, or maybe you were in relays that had like stage fright? That was good, but never had any confidence.
Yeah.
Like was that when he was a freshman, or just all 4 years?
It was like a couple years. Got
Right.
over it.
The only reason I'm asking is because I'm finally getting through the whole Lakers thing.
Mhm.
And Michael Cooper was always one of my favorite players. One, because he wore socks up and he's stupid athletic. And my aunt, who we'd always watch Lakers, Celtics, Lakers, she should call him Cooper Loop every time he'd shoot threes. I didn't realize that he had absolutely no confidence in himself.
Mhm.
Literally crapped his pants going into Boston Arena and like literally was scared because he saw a rat. I mean, because I'm at the point where Westfall is the coach and he has to win in Boston in order to keep his job, so forth. So I'm not trying to get anybody, but then he never believed in himself, but then he ended up playing, 12, 14. I mean, he's a huge part of Magic Johnson and the Lakers' success. So you just would assume he's just one of them dudes.
Nope.
But then deep down, it's like, and I'm sure he gained confidence as he got older. And the funny thing is, you see Jamal Wilkes in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm named after, Jamal Wilkes. It was one of my dad's favorite players and one of my mom's favorite players. So it's an interesting. And Jerry West, Jerry West, man. I mean, Jerry West.
That's why he's suing him,
right? Jerry West, listen here, man.
He took a beat.
Jerry West, listen here, dude. They couldn't have fabricated it that much
Just out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere.
Oh. Claytonia John says, I do the Oklahoma drill with Jay for 14-0.
Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, why not?
Don't do that to yourself.
Now I'm interested.
Don't do that. Oh man.
There's a lot of things people. would
Okay.
do
All right.
for
All right.
14.
All right. We'll throw the break. We'll come back. We got game 3 tonight. We'll talk about that. College World Series softball. That is tonight. We'll talk about that. Coming up, Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. In the senior division of Legion Baseball, Carpetland tied with Papillion La Vista 8-8. Creighton Prep defeated Sampson Construction 7-1. Union Bank defeated Barnstormers 7-6. Pinnacle Bank defeated Millard North 4-3. Bellevue West defeated Bennington 8-1. Omaha Burke defeated Carpetland 6-5. And Papillion La Vista South defeated Carpetland 8-6. 4 Lincoln players have made this year's Baseball Super State first team. Lincoln East Keegan Brink and Jalen Worthley, and Lincoln Southeast Max Budenbach and Will Jetski. Cam Tainert of North Star, Cooper Erickson of Lincoln East, and Connor Wilkin of Lincoln Northeast cracked the Super State second team. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
These days, there are more reasons than ever to treat yourself to a great haircut at Great Clips with the online check-in app. So tell us, why do you check in?
I check in because I'm tired of hat hair. I check in because we all need a cut.
I check in so I can feel like me.
And I check in so I look good for you.
No matter why you check in, you'll check out with a great haircut and save time with our online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Please enjoy these next few moments of relaxation from Scott and Greg at Mendoza Family Insurance. If you would like to feel this relaxed about your home, auto, business, life, or commercial property insurance, please give Scott or Greg a call today at Mendoza Family Insurance.
Back to Old School with DP and J.
Welcome back to Old School. We have the video of the hall pass. I just need to find the exact point and get it all together. So I'm gonna throw it to you guys while I find this.
It's This is sad. It's sad.
What is?
You imagine the freedom and the hubris to say that to your dude.
Oh, but let's not
To
make
your significant other.
let's not make no mistake about it. I mean, you think that's the first time she said that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that, and the freedom.
Yeah,
Like she's already done it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it on live TV or whatever it was, then I'm sure you've done it in private.
Yeah, like
it's no surprise.
Yeah, it's just crazy talk. You know. So, and then of course I get the mean text and they said, well, listen, here's the question for you. Would Nebraska fans would you rather go through losing to either North Dakota or Georgia Southern and then beating Oklahoma? Would you rather go through that? Or would you rather lose to Northwestern and then beat Oklahoma? Would you rather beat Oklahoma more than Northwestern? Or are you willing to go through losing to a minor?
No. I mean, a loss is a loss.
But we know that this fan base would react different if they lost. Like they could go beat Northwestern, they could beat North Dakota, and then if they lost to Georgia Southern,
the fan base is going to. This is probably why coaches are so quote unquote against the media or like fans, because it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. One thing I do realize and know how hard it is to win a football game.
Mm-hmm.
What all goes into it, all the things that need to go right to win a football game in the Power 5 conference and big time football. So fans don't realize that. You know what? In some cases, in a lot of cases, it's not their job to realize that, but the coaches and the people that are involved understand what it takes. The problem I think that I have sometimes, and with coaches or people have, is that you go beat, we're going to say, we're going to go beat Northwestern and say we win by, and sometimes I think coaches fall into this ego, and I call it pettiness, to where, okay, we won it, we went and did our job, so now you need to kind of like give us a ticker tape parade. But majority of coaches is like, don't try to rain on what the progress we've done, because there could be 5 circumstances that are out of our control that kept the game within 6 points, right? We could have had a breakout of a sickness. We could have had a couple starters get hurt, or something coming off injuries. And then you get back, and then you have like some media pundits are saying, well, okay, they should have beat Northwestern. Don't give them too much kudos. They only won by 6, right? Conversely, those same pundits, right, or whatever you want to call them, will be more than happy and have articles written, published, posted if you lost by the time you landed back on the soil of the United States of America of the world is ending. So there has to be there's not a sense of, of reality of it. And one win, it is, but it's not though, because okay, I mean,
we don't make the news, you only report it.
Right.
So
but if you win a game, right? So if you win by 6 points versus winning by 12, I understand there's a big difference.
The detail matters.
Right.
But the detail of the win matters.
Right. But does the detail of a loss matter though too?
Yes.
But not everybody reports the news like that.
Though. Yeah, that's why I said our post games are pretty simple in that I'm like, okay, what'd you see?
Yeah.
And you don't have to go into the nth detail of it.
Right.
Because that's not important.
Right.
We want you to be able to say about it what you want to say about it. I think everybody, as long as you watch the game and actually put time into to seeing it.
And not just blanket, okay,
right.
Well, you lost. Yeah. And,
right.
At this point, I mean,
because we have people
winning by 1 point is all I care about.
Yeah.
More points than the other team.
A lot of what happens, or people are having opinions about things that they don't pay attention to. That bothers me.
Right.
Like, the people that say, well, I haven't watched this team in 2 years because it's so bad. But my opinion, no. Stop.
Well, then, you don't have an opinion.
Stop.
You really don't know.
Rico, you got the clip.
Yeah, I think I found it.
Okay, folks, just wrap your brain around this for a second. Again, if somebody asked you, hey, if Nebraska could be guaranteed a national championship, what would you do? Rico?
World Series, but you had to give each other a hall pass. Would you do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, why do you hesitate?
Who does she have to? You can pick anyone who you want. Who would you pick?
Anyone in the world? My ex-boyfriend?
Oh my god. Holy shit. Who would you pick?
Did you get that dump button?
Yep.
You.
Aw. I'm sorry. Why the ex-boyfriend?
We're gonna fight about this.
Why the ex-boyfriend? He's gone. You can tell me.
He was a good lover.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Like it's over. Racial.
He's already
So-
gone. You gotta give him. He's already gone.
Yeah,
He walked away.
He a block down the street.
Right.
I didn't mean it, honey. You come back here. You took it wrong.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So good stuff all around. We'll come back. We'll talk about NBA Finals Game 3 here on Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
James Enterprise Incorporated, that company that hauls your gravel, rocks, and material for your farm or construction site, says thank you to the people of the healthcare community for putting yourself in the way of danger to save the public. That is what it means to be a hero and to build a beautiful legacy. This message brought to you by James Enterprise Incorporated. For all your hauling of rock, gravel, and materials, call them at 402-432-6740. That's 402-432-6740.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Clearing skies and a very comfortable June day on the way as we'll top out near 78. Winds out of the north at around 15, occasionally gusting near 20. Mainly clear tonight, a low dropping down to 57. We'll see a chance of thunderstorms moving back into the region by tomorrow afternoon with a high of around 82. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
MaxTan is celebrating 29 years with some Max-tastic birthday sales. Get 50% off unlimited tanning, sun, and spray with no contract and no sign-up. MaxTan celebrates 29 years with you. With 4 Lincoln locations, take your tan to the max at MaxTan.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life, the bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You joined because you were not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School, segment 3.
Yeah.
Man,
Hard to think.
Ow!
News came out yesterday.
I'm just gonna say I generally don't recommend people going to other people's websites just to get information. But look, if you haven't read the Deshaun Watson report, boy, look, calm down.
Yeah, he's
66 in 17 months.
Calm
I did
down.
the math. That's about 4 a month. So about 1 a week.
He just hitting up for people. Deshaun. But see, this is the thing. So when this first came up, and you and I talked about it, and I said, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this thing. That the Texans were involved directly. Directly.
giving them rooms
right?
and DN or non-disclosures or whatever.
Right? Like to provide legal counsel on how to do this stuff. Right? For them to direct and provide the NDA. They actually provided the NDA. That's why when they wanted to get rid of him, they knew, hey.
That's why they paid him that $25 million.
Right?
They didn't say nothing.
Right? They didn't say anything because they knew, one, he knew that they were involved, skin in the game. And then they also knew that he had skin in the game. And so both of them being bad examples of what they're supposed to be doing, both of them are doing it. The NDA came from the actual legal counsel from the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean it's
look,
not. It's
go
not
get yours, man.
It's not a good look. I mean it's not. I mean it's hard to even comment on it because it's stupidity at the utmost. It's ignorance at the utmost.
Oh.
But then, like from his defense, is like he's. I'm assuming it was consensual, right? But then it's like it's like where the lawyer that has out there represent, he's known in Houston as like the biggest slime ball. So there's kind of like there's no good cast of characters there.
And it came did you from hear what he said from the leadership of the Texans, the people who referred him.
Then you got the NFL team, and that's why they were probably so mad that he wanted to get up out of there. And what just really popped in my mind. Then we'll move to obviously better things, the NBA Finals. But I wonder how this would have really came out if he didn't request a trade,
right?
I don't think it hits the airwaves to this point.
His lawyer went on the airwaves in Houston last week and gave a statement, and
he shouldn't.
It did not make anything better.
It didn't make it better.
But that's not gonna affect him. I mean, at the end of the day.
Well, he pretty much admitted
he's going to be writing big checks. I mean, there's people that are going to make a lot of money off of him.
Well, the lawyer pretty much admitted to Deshaun doing it, but that it wasn't illegal.
It wasn't legal.
He said if you engage in sexual activity during a massage or after a massage or whatever, if you get a happy ending after a massage, it's not illegal unless you pay extra for it.
Well, no, right. He went into the details, and they have the DMs. They have the conversations.
Right. I mean, what he's saying is by the law is right.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be writing checks based on the law.
No.
Well, you're gonna be writing them checks. That is for sure. Get the big
It's going to
checkbook.
come down to how
Get the
much-
big checkbook. This is when you say get the big checkbook.
Oh no, he's giving out the big. They're getting.
The golf. You get out the golf checks.
Yeah, they're getting the lottery check. Yeah, the cardboard checks.
Oh, good heavens, Deshaun! Come on, Houston, do better.
No, I'm gonna ask you. Where's Dabo Sweeney when you need him? at
We
the
go.
most?
We go. Hey man. You didn't even add. You see, you just went straight for the.
All right, now on to the NBA Finals.
Okay, no, we got to
gotta take a break,
We
and
got
then
to take
we'll
a
go to
break.
the
Then
NBA.
we'll
Where's
close
Dabo?
out.
Dabo, where you at?
We'll close out.
Where you
NBA
at,
Finals
Dabo?
here on Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. In the senior division of Legion Baseball, Carpet Land tied with Papillion La Vista 8-8. Creighton Prep defeated Sampson Construction 7-1. Union Bank defeated Barnstormers 7-6. Pinnacle Bank defeated Millard North 4-3. Bellevue West defeated Bennington 8-1. Omaha Burke defeated Carpet Land 6-5. And Papillion La Vista South defeated Carpet Land 8-6. 4 Lincoln players have made this year's Baseball Super State first team. Lincoln East, Keegan Brink and Jalen Wordley, and Lincoln Southeast, Max Budenbach and Will Jetski. Cam Tainert of North Star, Cooper Erickson of Lincoln East, and Connor Wilkin of Lincoln Northeast cracked the Super State second team. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
These days, there are more reasons than ever to treat yourself to a great haircut at Great Clips with the online check-in app. So tell us, why do you check in?
I check in because I'm tired of hat hair. I check in because we all need a cut.
I check in so I can feel like me.
And I check in so I look good for you.
No matter why you check in, you'll check out with a great haircut and save time with our online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Are you sick of mindlessly running on a treadmill or the lack of motivation to consistently work out? Whatever your challenge, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping can help. Whether you want to lose weight, boost energy, or simply improve your overall health, you'll fit right in at Farrell's regardless of age or abilities. Build endurance with their kickboxing and strength training group fitness classes while also getting nutrition coaching. Try Farrell's now for a free week. Visit fxblincoln.com or call Jeff at 402-310-4026. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Southeast Community College has learning centers in Falls City, Hebron, Nebraska City, Plattsmouth, Wahoo, and York so that you can take credit and non-credit classes at a center nearby without having to travel an hour or more to campus. By taking online classes and those at a learning center, you can earn your degree from SCC where and when it's convenient for you, all at a cost that won't stand in the way of your education. Learn more about SCC's learning centers at southeast.edu/learning centers. SCC, your path to to possible.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emmettith and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter via the Sartor Heyman Jewelers live video stream. Thank you all for taking part. We're going to have some NBA Finals. Game 3 today between the Warriors and the Celtics.
What's the lead story, Jay? What's the lead story here?
For the Celtics, ball handling to the utmost degree. What does Williams, 44, Al Horford bring to you? And that's it. If the Celtics go out and play up to their capability, especially playing at home, which White and Pritchard and all those guys off the bench will play better. They'll be able to win Game 3. For the Warriors is what Draymond was able to get away with at home. Will he be able to get away with on the road? And what impact will that have on the surrounding cast of characters? More importantly, does Jordan Poole continue? Well, not continue. Can he double down, triple down on playing efficient basketball in a big moment on the road? And then that's it. I mean, the discrepancy for Boston without a true ball handler, point guard, it's not even about ball handling because they got Tatum can handle it, Brown can handle it, smart decision maker. And that's the thing that people don't understand about Golden State's offense. The best stat that I heard about them is the amount of time they lead the league by like far and above the least amount of time of the ball in their hand. Now you got a guy like Steph Curry that sometimes can shoot 14 threes. That you guys, Klay Thompson, that's probably a little bit more efficient scorer because he's a catch and shoot guy. He's and he can hit you inside and all that. And then they got obviously Wiggins and all those guys. So that ball is out of their hands so quickly, but they're able still to get it to their guys. So that's, you talk about spacing versus old school, new school. Boston's going to have to figure out a way to eliminate that and make them actually hold the ball a little bit. Guys that don't normally shoot those shots, I'd make them shoot shots. I'd make Wiggins be that guy. You got to score 30. I'm going to find a way to make you score 30. You might do a Game 3. I'm going to see if you can do a Game 4. I'm going to see if you really that dude. Or are you the best 3, the third guy in command, or fourth in some cases? Because Draymond's one of the top 3 guys because he does it all. And I think they need to find a way to control Draymond, pick him up earlier in the possession once they get the ball. Because Draymond can push the ball and then he gets it out of his hands and then he moves so efficiently, and that gets their offense going. If you can pick up Draymond earlier, I think they'll be fine. And then you got to see Brown. He needs to be just stronger and more authoritative with the ball.
Well, they're going to trap him again tonight. So
yeah, and he
knows that he knows it's coming. I don't know if they've adjusted. Maybe they've changed the rotation.
Well, how about we get him off the left high wing?
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean is free throw line extended all the way up past the 3-point. Let's get him towards the middle of the court so he can see. And then let's get guys moving.
But that's where Tatum likes to be.
Well,
that's where Tatum likes to be. That's where Marcus Smart likes to be.
Right, but just because they like to be there, you don't have to start there.
Right.
See, that's the problem. They were easy to defend in game 2 because they just ran down and said, "Hey, this is my spot I like to be in." Well, if you want to get to that spot, you can start somewhere else. There's not a law that says you can't move without the basketball to get to the spot. That's going to lead to more confusion.
Well, I gave Golden State credit for identifying when they got one of the weak lambs in the corner.
Yep.
The folks who didn't have that player body control to go to baseline drive without getting into a charge. Right. So they were forcing those things to happen. Now, game 3 with 3 days in between allows for adjustments.
Self-scouting, adjustments, self-talk, hard talks. And really, like I said, man, that third quarter is the biggest thing that they need to focus on.
And I'm just saying, the MVP tonight, good or bad, may in fact be
the damn refs,
the fans playing in Boston in an NBA final.
The Boston fans probably need to go back to when they had Larry Bird. They need to take a dump in Steph's bed like they did Bill Russell. I can't believe that, man.
They actually
I can't believe that you actually did that. Did they go to his house?
Yeah.
Well, who is it? Hey, I'm your electrician. I'm your.
It's terrible.
I'm here to fix your air conditioning.
Hey, I'm here to fix your air conditioning, man. Have a good day at practice.
My air is working fine.
Nah,
It's broken.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Hey, have a good day at practice.
Terrible. Well, and if they're on the road, remember, they didn't travel as conveniently and quickly as they do now. So they had time and they had access. And boy, it's different. Charles will join us from Mary Ellen's Food for Soul, top of the hour. Let us know what's going on down there. He's got a nice special to share.
I know,
with
man.
folks.
That just sounds scrum-diddly.
We're going to do that, and we got a lot to talk about. Softball, College World Series coming up, NBA Finals Game 3. Lots going on, and we prep for Super Regionals in college baseball. Lots to talk about on one-on-one. Coming up on 93.7 The Ticket.